Right, back with another video, and today we are going to talk about the settings and a review, really, of my Eonon Q53pro head unit. Now, I've had the unit for getting on for 3 months, I think, and I have no issues, nothing at all. A lot of people are messaging me with regards to certain things, so that's what I'm going to cover in this video. So, first up, radio on. Is that going to? No, it's not going to reboot. Right, so first up, I've got mine set so that it remains on this screen for a full day. You can change the settings so it reboots every time or every so many hours. So we'll go into that. I'm just going to restart it first, because one of the biggest questions I get asked is about this. Just while it's booting up. Right, that's auto. On my head unit, this came in the settings that you can change the boot up screen from where it says Eonon to Volkswagen. Now, it's the question I get asked the most. How do you do that? How do you do that? You can't. I did, but I've messaged Eonon, and in the last couple of months they've changed their software on their head units, so you cannot change to the Volkswagen logo. I will insert a screenshot here now of what their reply was to me. So yeah, the company's been running for 20 years and they're now worried about copyright infringement, which seems a bit odd. So when you go into yours, all the things that say logo settings, you cannot change them. You have to follow the instructions in that screenshot I just put in to how you can load your own boot up logo. Right, anyway, I'll spin you around. So, settings. That's all pretty self-explanatory really on this one. It's your Wi-Fi and your Bluetooth settings. In fact, it's not even your Bluetooth, it's your Wi-Fi to connect there. Mine's running off a hotspot on my phone. My Bluetooth, I've got a Bixby routine set up so that when my Bluetooth connects, it automatically turns on my hotspot on my phone, connects directly to this. Display, auto mode, so this goes dark when my headlights come on, or you can have it set as day and night constantly. The wallpapers that are in here, that's invalid. You've got this choice of wallpapers down the bottom, and then you've got dark theme, which doesn't do very much, and that one, and you can change the brightness of the screen with this here. Into sound now. Oh no, it's in the settings, isn't it? This here, speed compensated volume control. When I got mine, it was on close, so the volume would stay the same at any speed. If you go to strong, when you're driving along and you hit 23 miles an hour, your volume will slightly increase. It doesn't come up with a bar on the top, and the volume number doesn't actually change. It just gets louder as you're going faster. So you're doing 60, it's nearly, I don't know what, nearly half as loud again as when your car's stationary. So you can change that on there. Any changes you make on here, you need to hit reset afterwards for it to work in place. And then this here is your navigation. So if you've got radio on or your Bluetooth, it's the volume of the navigation in the background, and the same with background music, it's the volume in the background. General, so yeah, this here is where you can change no sleep, 2 hours, 1 day, 3 days, for how long it actually shuts down. Mine's on 1 day. So I get home at night at 8:30, get in the car at 7:30 next morning, it comes straight up with the screen that it was turned off on. Your navigation here, you can choose which app your navigation is. I know it gives you all of these as well, but they're all loaded apps on the unit. So mine's set to Waze. It comes with Google Maps as standard. Recorder applications. This is if you're running a USB dash cam, it would show up in this list, and then you select that so it knows I'm not running a USB dash cam. I wanted to put one in my Cabriolet, but the issue I've got is this is all hard plastic. It doesn't pop off like in normal cars, so I can't tuck the wires away behind. Original, show temperature. Can't remember what that one's. Oh no, it's because the engine's not running. You'd have a temperature up here. Air conditioning display, I've got that on close. But if you put it on to say 4 seconds, when you adjust your aircon, it shows on the screen. Just turn that off. But I find it a little bit annoying, so let's just go back in there and close that. So yeah, well, door display. So you open the door, it displays the door. Turn that off. Open the door, doesn't display the door. I'm going to leave that off. Front radar display. This is if you've got factory parking sensors. If you put that on, there's a big box comes up in the middle that with your parking sensors. But obviously I've got reverse camera installed, so this picture here would be rotated round that way. And then I've also got the front camera installed as well, which stays on for 8 seconds, I believe. Let's just go back out of that. Right, where were we? Front radar. Steering wheel, you can't change. I can't change anything on here because it's not connected. Obviously it works via the CAN bus, so it's what the steering wheel tells the head unit to do, rather than being wired to directly to the steering wheel. Temp. Oh yeah, your temperature on your display when you're outside, it'll give it in Celsius or Fahrenheit, so that's that one there. Reverse radar. Which one's that? I can't remember which. I have fiddled with these and I've turned them back, but I can't remember what each one does. But anyway, let's go into factory. You got 2 options here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where you can. There's not really a lot in there you can change, but again here you see logo setting. We go on to that. I've got this whole list. You won't have if you've got a newer head unit, unfortunately. But then again, if we go back into system, go back into factory and go 8888 confirm. So in here you've got your door information, so you can switch which doors if you're back to front or not. Again, steering wheel, no good. What did I did change something in it. Somebody messaged me saying that their volume was really low, and it was to do with this amp volume here. I don't know what he's changed it to, but now he's got it so it's running normal. Mine is set to 0 decibels. So when I'm driving normally, I have it at about 10 to 12, and that's plenty loud enough. Which was your steering wheel? Don't know what this left right peppermint means. System. So yeah, you can do factory reset in here. Personal. Change your language, stuff like that. Voice mode. So no, nothing there. Oh, sorry, back out. Which one? Right. One thing that was annoying me with this is when I go into reverse and then into first gear, obviously I'll get the display up on the screen for the front camera. And if I was listening to DAB, the sound would cut out and then restart again once the camera turned off. And No, it wasn't. Which one was it? Is it under the settings? With Bluetooth, it worked fine. It'd stay on over. It like overlap the front camera, so you could hear it still working. Factory. Is it in this one? 8888. Confirm. Door information. No. Sound. This one. Sound priority. So it was set to intelligent, and that, so when I went into first gear, it had cut out all the sound. I've changed it to system sound priority, and now if I've got my DAB on, it still plays over the top of the screen displaying the front camera. I haven't tried what third party is, and oh yeah, if you want to change your ringtone, you've got a whole choice of ringtones here, because it doesn't use your phone's ringtone. I don't know what one I just had it on. Ooh, don't like that. That's a quick insight to some of the settings and answering your questions. Obviously, I don't work for Eon. I have nothing to do with Eon. I just have this head unit, and I recommended it to people. I think it is the best unit for the money for Volkswagen cars. Yeah, you got your expensive Alpines and stuff like that, but they're inaccessible to most people. Nearly £1,000. I'd love one, but I'm not paying £1,000 just for a head unit. So yeah, the big one is the boot logo. You can't do it anymore, which, like I say, after 20 years is bizarre that they've now worrying about copyright rules. A few other questions people might want to know. The key upgrade, still got no further. Sent off for another one that was advertised as working for the key, and it should be a straight swap. Doesn't fit. So I'm gonna keep looking, but I'd like to think that one of these Chinese companies might realize what's going on and go, oh, we can change it to this and the other. There is one key case you can get, which is the Audi key, which I've shown in other videos, and I've done a key change on that, but I don't want that key for this car. I'm either going to stick with the standard one I've got, or just wait until somebody comes up with a design that the circuit board from these keys fits directly into. So if you have any questions, I will try and help you out with regards to the Eon head units. Something else while I'm here, I've still got my crack. I've contacted the seller. My unit wasn't direct from Eon, it was through a third party seller on Amazon, and they have assured me that it was in the post. Messaged them again this week. They've said, no, sorry, it's been lost in the post. We will send you out a new one. So there's a new one being sent out to me, and they've given me £20 compensation for the troubles. So when that comes in, we'll get it swapped over, and we'll do that on video. So yeah, any questions regarding the Eon head unit, I will try and help out where I can. Eon customer service via Facebook, fantastic. They get back to you pretty quick about issues if I can't help you out with it, or maybe even contact them first. Overall, well chuffed with the head unit. Like I say, not a single issue. Everything runs smoothly as it should. CarPlay works fine. Well, Android Auto for me, not CarPlay. As soon as I turn it on, connect straight away. So yeah, it's a good head unit. It is good. But so yeah, any questions, drop them in the comments below. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you all in the next video.